Hey, this is Elena with Elena's Journey 444, and I'm so happy to be able to share this story with you today. It is about my grandmother when she was getting ready to cross through the veil. She was in the hospital, and it's very near and dear to my heart. This happened several years ago, but it has always stayed with me, as do all my angelic experiences. For those of you that don't know, I have crossed through the veil and come back a few times. I've been through and survived many events due to miracles and the intervention of the divine, our Heavenly Father, and Christ, as well as angels. And I am gifted spiritually, and I now guide people through their own journeys and helping them to understand what they're going through, what their soul's growth is needing, and just whatever life guidance they need. I do offer that. You can contact me by the email that's underneath here if you are interested in working with me one on one. And right now I am doing free sessions, one on one sessions, to help the collective process all this new energy and all the fear energy as well that's on the planet. So, whatever you may be going through, if you're interested in guidance, I would be happy to help you. It's a pay as you will. So, if you feel as if you would like to pay something after the service, I would be happy to accept that, but I'm happy to help. I'm looking for people who truly want to heal or are wanting to learn instruction on how to do simple quantum healing on themselves to, again, be able to heal and push forward through these energies and find joy and peace in these energies. So, anyway, getting back to the story, my grandmother was a wonderful woman and she mostly raised me. Um, and my childhood was a difficult one. So I spent a lot of time with my grandma due to those facts. And I was taking care of my grandmother the last few years of her life. She was living with me. And she had a lot of different issues. She had heart issues, and she had kidney issues as well. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Client is trying to reach out to me. Um, but she had several different issues. I don't re-record things, and I find it's quicker to upload things if I do it as a podcast as well. But I would appreciate your subscribing. We will be doing lives as soon as we get 50 subscribers. So if you're interested in calling in and doing a live on air on YouTube show with me, it can be anonymous. We will be doing those soon as well. Um, but anyway, my grandma, she was having many issues. She was in the hospital, and basically, they could not do heart surgery on her because her kidneys were so bad. And they couldn't do, she wasn't able to be put on the list for a new kidney because her heart was so bad. So it was a conundrum, but she was happy to be crossing over. She wasn't scared. She just she didn't want to suffocate. She had a lot of breathing issues as well. She suffered from COPD. So she didn't want to suffocate. That was her main thing. And the last week she was in the hospital, I was very pregnant, and so was my best friend. And we made sure she was never alone. We took shifts sitting with her. And one day we were both there with her, and she was in a coma at this point. Because her kidneys were so far gone, it had put her into a coma state. And um, we were sitting there bedside, and it was had been raining a lot, and the nurse came in because the sun had come out, and she threw back the curtains. And my grandma was she was definitely in a coma. Like, they came and checked her a couple times a day, checked gag reflexes and different things, and she was definitely in a coma. And right after the nurse left, um, my grandmother, I felt this peace enter the room, and my friend felt it as well, because we looked at each other. We were sitting on opposite sides, and I was facing the window, and it was very bright light that was coming in. And my grandmother all of a sudden opened her eyes in the middle of this quote unquote coma, and she turned toward the window, and she did not see me. She did not see my friend. She acted as if we weren't there, and she turned her face toward the window, and she said in a very childlike voice, "Oh, Mama, is that you now? Can I come home now?" And or she didn't. I'm sorry. Everything's raw and real. I don't do retakes. She said, "Oh, Mama, is that you? Can I come home now?" And it was the most childlike, sweet voice, and it was so poignant. It was a voice I'd never heard my grandmother speak in before, because she sounded like a small child. And at that moment, the light got extremely bright, and it was so bright that you would think you wouldn't be able to look at it, but yet I was able to continue looking at it. It's hard to explain. It was bright, but yet it wasn't like damaging to my eyes. And in that moment, I felt this peace just wash over me, and I knew that bright light, I knew my great grandmother was there. I could feel her essence. And as I've stated, I have crossed through the veil. I've come back a few times. I've had many, many angelic experiences, which is what I'm detailing in this channel. And I'd also like to detail your experiences. If you've had any, you can reach out to me. But it was just amazing. And then all of a sudden, my grandma just turned her head back to the center of the pillow, and she closed her eyes. She did not even see myself or my friend. The next day, my grandma was very close to passing, and she never woke up again, but I continued to feel this peace and this presence in the room. When my grandma passed away, I felt this energy of relief, and there was like a mist that it wasn't a thick mist like a fog. It was just kind of a mist that just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, because I don't think I was seeing it with my naked eyes. I believe I was seeing it with my spiritual eyes. But it rose up, and then she was gone. She wasn't breathing anymore. But that was a very poignant experience for me. That was prior to me having all of my near-death experiences, and so I was always a believer in God and angels, but that really opened my eyes and helped me to understand that I was feeling things and seeing things on a level that most people don't. I've had the majority of my gifts since I was born, and but they just kept coming online more and more the more I delved into spirituality, getting close to my to God, or source, as many people call that energy. It's the creation energy. It is, our heavenly parents. But I, as time has gone on, I have harnessed those gifts more. And I love working with people. I absolutely love it. It is so amazing to be speaking to someone and having them sharing something with me, and then being able to give them angelic insights, or to be able to help them clear fear energy or trauma energy. It is just amazing, and I'm so blessed to have this ability. And it's exciting. It's exciting, the time that we are living in. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, please like, share, and subscribe this video. We need to get to 50 subscribers so that we can start doing live call-in shows. And those are going to be fantabulous. My guides have already shown me they're just going to be off the hook. They're going to be so amazing. I already have someone that I'm working with in Australia, and he is going to come on the show and explain or recount a very personal angelic experience that he had just about 10 days ago. So that's really exciting. And yeah, I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe this video so that we can help people heal and help people know that they are never alone and that their angels are always with them. Have a great day, guys.